Hi guys! So today I'm going to do this look for you guys featuring this beautiful hair from African Mall. I'll have the information to their site down below in the description box. I already did one video with this unit and this is how the unit looks after it's been washed. I did put some conditioner in it because it did get a bit dry. So after it was washed, this is how it looks. Looks really pretty. Looks better than when it first came out the box, that's for sure. So yeah, if you guys are interested in this unit, make sure you check the link down below. If you guys want to see how I created this look, please keep. Alright you guys, we're gonna start off with I am but if you're doing this look, we are going to start off with the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil in the shade Black. I love these pencils. I like how thin the actual point of the pencil is, and I don't have to sharpen these ever. They're automatic, so you just twist the little thing and they pop up when you're ready for more. Okay, and they last a pretty long time. So what I'm going to do is outline the bottom part and the top part of my brow and fill in the tail end part of my brow, working my way towards the front part of my brow. You want to do this in light strokes. If you're not accustomed to filling in your brows, you want to take it really light and slow. Don't just go in there and start, marking up your brows. It's going to come out super harsh and you're not going to like it. So just take your time, okay, and see how you prefer your brows to be. I like my brows from the very light arched, curved, and, carved out to the very dark carved out dramatic brow. It really just depends on my mood and the look that I'm going for. Now I'm going to go in with the Milani concealer. I believe this is the Conceal and Perfect concealer in the shade Warm Tan. And I'm just going to go ahead and clean up my brows using a concealer brush. This is a brush from Sigma. I've had this brush for forever. I think I got this in 2014. Okay, I do have affiliate links to Sigma, LA Girl, and a few other companies. I'll have those down below in the description box if you guys want to support me with purchasing through those links. I make a small percentage. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead, use whatever's left on the brush and clean up the front part of the brow by just tapping it. You don't want to drag the product down. It's going to make too straight of a line unless that's the look that you like. Okay, and then now I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever foundation, and this is in the shade Y505, and I'm just going to clean up the top part of the brow with my foundation shade. This just makes it easier for me when it's time to put on my foundation. I don't have to, try to blend the foundation right above my brow and mess up my brow. So yeah, I'm using the same concealer from Milani Cosmetics to prime my lids, and then I'm going to go in with the Naked Honey palette from Urban Decay. Absolutely gorgeous. If you like yellow tone golds and warm shades, you will love this palette. So I'm going to go in with the first shade, which is the darkest shade in the palette. It is a matte, dark, almost chocolatey shade. I'm going to apply this in my crease and just blend this in as much as I can and build up this color. We're doing a cut crease look today, so we want that crease to be super dark. By the way, all the names of the eyeshadows in this palette are themed, like beehive honey theme. So the first color I applied, which is the dark shade in my crease, is called Sting. The second color is called Drip. Okay, so that's the one that we're using just to blend out the edges of the first shade to make it softer. And then I'm going to go back in with my concealer, the same Milani concealer and my same concealer brush from Sigma. And I'm lightly going to start outlining where my cut crease is going to be. I don't know if you're like me, but one of my eyelids is I feel like it's wider than the other one. So, if you do have this, try to make sure they look kind of even. It's not always going to come out 100% even, but it never fails. I see it. I see the difference. I don't think anyone else notices, but I do. Okay, but yeah, just random thing I wanted to tell you guys. Alright, so once you have your cut crease carved out with concealer or any primer that you are using that's creamy, you're going to start off with your first color, and I'm using a combination of highlights from this Makeup Addiction highlight palette. This is their Holy Glow palette, volume 1. They did come out with a second one, but this is the first one. So I'm mixing the white colored highlight with the It's like a gold tone highlight, but it looks white in the palette. So I'm just mixing those two together to start off my lid shades. I wanted it to be lighter and then transition into the gold honey shade. So this gold shade is called Honey from the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. So this is the one I'm just going to tap on using a shader brush. When you're doing a cut crease, you kind of want to use a brush that is a bit more stiff. You can use a synthetic brush or you can use a shader brush that has a stiff edge to it so that you don't mess up the edges of your cut crease and they stay nice and sharp unless you want them to be soft, okay? So once I have that blended in, I made a little oopsie there. I went in with an angle brush just to clean up that. I'm going to go in with another gold shade. It's called Golden, and apply this to the outer part of the lid. Then I'm going to go back in with a bit of the honey shade and blend those colors together. So here I'm applying the golden shade to the outer part of the lid. So it's just like a gradient look from light to dark, but in this case from light kind of off gold to deep gold. Alright, now I'm going to go back in with the shade Sting and apply this to my outer V part of my lid and just slightly bring this in an angle. You see how I'm just kind of bringing it in an angle and then blend it into my crease just a tad bit. You can leave the look like this, but you know, I wanted to add a little bit of darkness to it, so I'm using the black shade from the Sinful Eyes palette from Makeup Addiction, and now I'm going to go in with this infallible eyeliner marker from L'Oreal and create my wing liner. I know you guys are so used to my NYC liquid liner, but we're going to, you know, try some new things. Maybe they'll bring some new followers. I don't know. Maybe they're tired of me using the same affordable products. Maybe they want me to use, like, you know, high-end drugstore products. I don't know. Anyways, this marker works actually really well. I did kind of get annoyed with, I got annoyed with having to press it down so the product could come out of it, but it does a pretty good job and creates a very nice precise wing. They do have another one that comes with a little stencil on the end, but I haven't tried that yet. Now I'm gonna go in with this hard candy glitter. This is called Gold Lock and Key. I'm going to apply a bit of this Motives Cosmetics glitter adhesive and then just lightly apply some of that glitter. I'm not doing like a thick coat. I still want you to be able to see the shadow through the glitter, I don't want like a whole thick opaque coat of glitter. Then I'm going to go in with this gold glitter from NYX Cosmetics. This is when they had those little Glitter Mania and pigments, little jars from years ago. This glitter I've had since I was in the New York City shelter system. Isn't that crazy? And it's still here. This is a new glitter I got. It's a chunky glitter. Please be careful using chunky glitter on your eyes. You do not want this to fall into your eye, get into your eyeball, and scratch your eyeball, okay? So please use a proper adhesive. I use the NYX glitter adhesive. It holds on pretty well. But for extra security, I suggest using a bit of lash glue, the one that dries clear, okay? Chunky glitter, it's a bit sketch to me, but please be careful. Now I'm going to go in with these beautiful lashes from Samora Lashes. And before I apply those, I'm going to go in, pop on a bit of mascara. I'm using the Lash Paradise Mascara from L'Oreal. And then I'm going to pop on these beautiful lashes from Samora Lashes. Thank you for sending these to me. These are their 3D mink lashes. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Very thick, full, but not too long. Long enough to give me what I want. You know what I mean? Because if I'm putting on lashes, I want to see them, but I don't want them to touch my cheeks, okay? Alright, now I'm going to go in with a bit of concealer, apply 3 dots under the eye, and blend this out using a synthetic brush. And I'm going to set my under eye lightly in place with the Airspun powder. Right there, I have like a little crease line under my eye. Then I'm going to go back in with the Sting shade using a pointed crease brush and apply this right underneath my lower lash, smoking it out. Alright, you guys, once I have that smoked out, I'm going to go back in with the black eyeshadow and apply this right under my lower lashes. This is just going to give the appearance that my lower lashes are thicker than they are, making the eyes look like really smoky and, sexy-ish, kind of, if that's what you want to look like, I guess. All right, using the same shader brush to apply that, then I'm going to go in with my Ultimate Eyeliner Pencil from LA Girl in Very Black, I believe the shade is, or black, and apply this to my waterline. It's one of my favorite eyeliners because it's soft. It doesn't smudge all over the place, but it's soft enough to blend into my lower lash line, so I don't have to do extra work, you know what I mean? I'm going to go in, apply a bit of mascara to my lower lashes. I'm doing about 3 coats. Okay, and this is the Lash Paradise mascara from L'Oreal. I decided to go in and add a bit of the honey shade to my tear duct area, just brightening it up because I felt like something was missing. So again, this is the final look. I hope you guys like it. The chunky glitter just gives it just enough bzm, whatever bzm means. All right, now onto the face. I'm using the Smashbox color correcting crayon in the shade orange, I believe it is, or peach, and applying this around my mouth area. When it becomes cold and I lose my tan, my hyperpigmentation, you know, is very visible. In the summertime when I have a tan, you don't see it because everything blends in, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to use this to kind of cancel out the darkness around my mouth area and any area where I have little blemishes from breakouts, pimples, and things like that, okay? And just blend it out. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. If you're okay with the marks showing through your foundation, that's fine, you know, but yeah, I just wanted to do this. Why not? Now I'm going to go in with my Ultra HD foundation from Makeup Forever in the shade Y505, and I'm just going to put a bit of this all over my face, and I'm using a e.l.f. brush. This is the synthetic brush to blend it in. I'm doing a combination of puffing, patting, and circular motions with the foundation. You don't want to like stroke the foundation all over the face because it's gonna pretty much take it off. So do a patting type of circular motion so it blends it all out evenly. You notice when I do the stroking on my forehead, it kind of wipes away the foundation. That's what I mean. So if you can, just stick to doing a patting circular motion so it doesn't wipe away the foundation. I must say I really like this foundation. I've been using it more often in my tutorials. I really do love the finish of it. It has a very nice natural finish. If you have oily skin, you may want to get a mattifying primer. I'm not saying it's oily, but it does have a moisturizing finish to it, okay? So you don't want to add on to it, all right? Now I'm going to go in with the Milani Cosmetics concealer in the shade Warm Tan, and I'm going to highlight my under eye area doing the usual, you know, triangular wing shape, feathered shape, okay? And I'm just highlighting the areas where I want to bring light to. You do not have to do this step if you do not like highlighting, okay? So just do your makeup, you know, however you like, whatever makes you feel comfortable. So forehead, under eyes, bridge part of my nose, and my chin, and right above my lips. And this is where, you know, I want the light to hit or look brighter. So I'm going to use my same brush that I use to apply my foundation. Start by blending out the edges of the concealer and then work my way up to under the eye. So this way I don't take away too much of the concealer. Using my brush also helps tone down the concealer just a bit because it still has a bit of my foundation on there. And if you notice, I pinch my brush to kind of thin it out so I can get into those, you know, small areas. And again, using a patting motion. Once you have everything all blended out, you can go in with your favorite setting powder. I'm just using the Airspun Translucent Full Coverage, I believe it is, powder. And this brush from Smashbox is a beautiful brush. It's an angled powder brush or setting brush, and it gets right under the eye area without applying too much powder. So if you don't like too much powder under the eye, you want to keep it more subtle, whatever that word is. Keep it real light. Go ahead and use this brush or get this brush. I really like it and I do recommend it. So I'm going to apply and pat on my powder in the areas where I highlighted. You can use a darker powder to set the rest of your face, but I usually don't. Then I'm going to go in with my It's Your Face Cosmetic Contouring Palette and use the two darkest shade to contour my face. And I'm using a duo brush from It Cosmetics to contour and, contour my nose. I'm also pinching the brush again and pushing towards the sides of my nose to create my nose contour. Sometimes I go like a bit dramatic with the nose contour. Like my version of a bit is just a little extra powder. And then sometimes I'm real light with it. Like I don't want to do too much to my nose and make it look like I can't breathe, okay? All right, I'm going to add a bit of contour to my forehead area because that's how I like my forehead to look, and naturally my forehead has a contour to it. So yeah, and I'm going to go in with this Black Up Cosmetics orange blush. I'm not sure if they still sell this. I've had this for a while. I just wanted a bit of color to my cheeks, and I'm going to go in with the highlighting palette from Makeup Addiction in volume 1 and use that gold shade that I use on the inner part of my lid and apply this to my cheeks just to give me some glow. Okay, just a bit of glow. The brush I'm using is from Moda Brushes. These are sold in Walmart if I'm not mistaken. It's a highlighting brush. I'm also going to highlight the top part of my lips by the Cupid's bow area and the bridge part of my nose and the tip of my nose. You can highlight wherever you want or you don't have to. Makeup is not a one size fits all, okay? It is not. You do whatever fits your face and whatever you're comfortable with. Even if it doesn't fit your face, do whatever the hell you like, all right? Okay, and I'm going to go in with this liquid lipstick from Milani. I decided to give this thing a second try because the first time I got it, they were crumbling so bad. I bought every color and I was so pissed off, okay? I stopped getting PR from them. So I just went and bought them because they looked so pretty. And I was so pissed off because they were crumbling. So I decided to give it a second chance. This is the shade Devotion. And it looks absolutely beautiful. I would not eat with this, but I will drink with this using a straw because I don't want it to crumble on me. I also suggest using a bit of moisturizer on your lips before applying them and making sure that your lips are exfoliated and don't have crusty dead skin on them. I'm not saying you have crusty dead lips. I'm just saying I have crusty skin on my lips sometimes, and that can cause your liquid lipsticks to crumble faster. All right, but yeah. Here is the wig from African Mall. I washed it. Look at the curls, you guys. Isn't she pretty? Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to pop her on like a hat. It's a hair hat. That's what wigs are. They're hair hats. That's basically what they are. Okay? Let's not argue. They're hairy hats made with lace and hair. But yeah, I'm going to pop that on and fix it up a bit. I'm not adding any powder, and this is your final look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys all very soon in another video. I love you guys, and also, please, for those of you that won the hair serum, please contact me. Out of the 15 winners, only 3 of you have contacted me. Please. This is the last week I will be saying this. After this, I will no longer be talking about this. If you finally see that you won and you didn't get a prize, well, I'm sorry. I love you guys. Bye.